This is the NextCruise office on Freedom of the Seas, and I'm going to be explaining to you a little bit about how this process works and what it's all about, so stay tuned. Hi everyone. So I have met a wonderful new friend. His name is Mateus. He's from Brazil, and he is the onboard cruise sales manager for NextCruise. So let me explain to you a little bit about what NextCruise is. When you're on a sailing, like I'm on right now on Freedom of the Seas, they have a sales office here which helps guests of us and Royal Caribbean to plan a future cruise while they're on board. And I want you to know very carefully, this is not cheating on me, your travel agent. We are encouraging you to do this. We want you to do this, to come on board and book your next cruise on Royal Caribbean while you're here. And Mateus, tell us why they would want to book their next cruise when they're on Freedom of the Seas, meeting with you and your team.
Absolutely, thank you, Norm, and hi everybody. Well, besides being so friendly and having this amazing team that we have on board, we also have some very exclusive benefits for doing it so. Okay, starting from initially we are entitled, the guests are entitled for a reduced deposit on select fares. You have up to $600 of onboard credit or up to $600 off the next cruise vacation. You can also have this extended for family and friends. They're not sailing. They can make up to 3 bookings per person.
So each person in the cabin can make 3 bookings.
Exactly.
So if you have 3 people sailing, you can make up to 9 cabin bookings. And so if you're planning like a family reunion for your next cruise, it would be great when a few of you are on board to make those bookings for everyone who's going to be going on that cruise and get that additional onboard credit as well as a reduced deposit.
Exactly.
And so they're going to get any offer that Royal Caribbean is currently making to U.S. passengers, whatever the BOGO wow or whatever the sale is at the moment.
Exactly.
You get that when you get on board. Plus, you get that reduced deposit. Plus, you get an onboard credit. And the credit is based on how long the sailing is.
The length of the cruise and the top of the stateroom. So
Okay.
the bigger the bigger the room and the longer the cruise, the more onboard credit our guests will receive.
So you need to book a balcony or a suite so you get the most maximum onboard credit.
Absolutely.
And what happens is once they've done that, we get notified at Expedia. We are still your travel agent. We will help you with that future booking. The other thing is, as some of our customers know, Expedia is big in the groups business. We have on hundreds and hundreds of Royal Caribbean sailings for the next 2 years. We have group space on many different departures to the Caribbean, to Alaska, Europe, Australia, everywhere. Bermuda, Canada, everywhere. So we have groups on many of these sailings that Royal Caribbean has. So once you do that booking on board and you have your cabin and your booking number, and we get notified of it, there's potential that we can add you to one of our existing groups and get you an additional onboard credit on top of what you've earned on board. So you could get another $50 or $75 of onboard credit on top of whatever you achieved here once we help you with it. And even if we don't have a group on that sailing, we're still going to make sure you have excellent service and have all the help and preparation you need for your upcoming cruise. You can stay updated with what the mask and vaccination requirements are like and help you with things like your transfers, your flights, your travel insurance, pre-cruise hotel, anything
to really be a hassle-free vacation.
We want to make it easy, and that's the point. Now, say someone's on board and they don't know which cruise they want to do, but they know they're going to want to cruise again. What would you recommend for them?
So for the guests that they know but they're unsure where or when, we have the book later option. That's a different program that is a $200 deposit, but we are not picking the room or the ship right now. So then you'd have deposits per stay room. They can even do through their app. It's a very easy process. Maybe 3 different screens. You don't even need to type much of the information there. It's already on your profile. So you go to the Royal Caribbean app, click on the profile page, scroll down. They're gonna have the NextCruise exclusive offer, and then just 2 clicks from there, we're going to receive a notification on our computer. We're going to process the book later, and the guest will get a reservation number, but blank. then our guests, they will have 2 months to use that
2 months.
to book a cruise. So be very clear, the guests, they don't have to sail within 2 months. They just have to take the action of booking a cruise within the next 2 months, and they'll get the full onboard credit for booking on board, which is up to $600, even though they're not on board at that time. And it's also fully transferable, so they can make for themselves here. Once they return home, they can give to a parent, they can give to a relative or a friend.
Okay.
Right, and then to use, just make sure you use the deposit, if you're not within 2 months, to use within a year. The deposit is good for only one year.
So you would do the deposit on board. You have 2 months to pick your sailing that you're going to take and pick your cabin to get the full onboard credit. If you don't do it within 2 months, you have another 10 months that you can still pick your sailing, but within the year of doing that on that open cruise deposit, that's when you need to pick your next sailing within a year, and it's any open deployment that's
Any
available
open
at that time.
deployment. Any
Okay,
open
so it's
deployment.
anything that's available at the time you make your deposit, and we will still help you with that. Expedia Cruises will still be your travel agent, so you have the flexibility if you don't want to just make it a snap decision on board, that you can wait, and it's best to do it within that 2 months so you maximize and get that full up to $600 shipboard credit, which that buys you a lot of massages, drink package, souvenirs,
Excursions.
duty-free excursions. There's a lot of fun things and ways to spend that money to enhance your vacation. So thank you, Mateus. This is great
you, Noah.
information. We
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
And I look forward to see you guys on board.
Thanks, guys. Okay. So I think I'm going to continue recording while I do my transaction. So maybe
Okay.
I'll do 2 videos. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm still here with Mateus at the NextCruise office here on Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas, which I have to say is a beautiful ship. I've never been on the Freedom class of ship. I was either on older ships like Majesty and Radiance, or on the newer ships like Quantum and Symphony. So this is a great sort of middle-sized class of ship, holds about 4,000 people. The ship's 20 years old, but you wouldn't know it. It's beautiful, and there's a lot of bells and whistles, like flow rider, and a lot of great
gorgeous.
features with this ship.
I love this ship too.
So I'm going to book myself a cruise with Mateus for next year. I'm very excited about this because it's going to be a ship that is home porting in my hometown where I was born, Los Angeles. And it's a ship that is going to be close, within 4 or 5 hours driving time from where our store is located in Arizona, and that's going to be Navigator.
That's right.
So we have Navigator to the Seas, which is going to be based in Los Angeles year-round, starting this November. And it's a little bit smaller than this class of ship. It's the Voyager class.
The Voyager class.
So it's about 3,200 people approximately, but
Yeah,
still has a lot of great features, and is the perfect size ship for the shorter market. Either 7-day or 3 or 4 day cruises out of LA that go to Mexico. So you ready to book a cruise for me?
Let's get rolling. Absolutely.
All right.
And here I'm just getting the deck plan for you so we can pick and know exactly where it is.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Normally, I'm on the other side of the desk talking to customers. So, I suggest you be in this part of the ship and be close to here, but not there. So
Yes. Exactly.
it's nice to have someone else
To feel
worrying
it.
about those details.
Yes. It's like, okay, now people are gonna be taking care of it.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. So I'm looking right now. I'm looking into the starting price to get like the best price available. If there's a particular location that you prefer more, then I can look into it. Okay.
Okay. Flexible rate, and I'll have my sailing ready to go for Memorial Weekend out of LA next year.
Amazing. And I see your by next cruise you should be platinum. You're jumping
Platinum?
up? Yes, you're jumping
wow.
up to another Chronica category.
All right.
That sailing as well. So one great thing is for sailings until December 30th of 2022. And for bookings created until September 30th of this year, our guests are having the double Crown Anchor points.
Double Crown and Anchor points.
Yeah, so for
All right.
every you spend, you're a single cruiser, you're gonna have double. You normally already get 2 points per day.
Okay.
Now you're getting
4
4
points per
points per day. So
Wow.
jump you right there.
Jumping up the ranks, and the higher you are in the Crown and Anchor Club, you get more perks on board, like free drinks.
Exactly. Balcony discounts.
There's some
or
nice
seat discounts.
nice perks to being in the Crown and Anchor.
You surely do. Okay. And do you normally have vacation protection and the gratuities added?
Yes, you can
Yes.
have both. So it's very, very, very important to travel with travel insurance. Even if you think you don't need it, you're wrong, you do. I always buy it for myself. And gratuities, as most people know, the crew on board works really hard to make sure you have an amazing vacation. The people that are cleaning your room, that are serving you in the windjammer in the main dining room. And so you have the option of prepaying your gratuities before you get on board. I strongly suggest you do that because the crew is going to work very hard to make sure you have a magical vacation.
Unforgettable, absolutely. Half balcony.
Can't wait. I'm going to be going on the Navigator in November. It's doing a little travel agency inaugural trade event to celebrate the fact that Royal Caribbean is going to be based back again in California for the first time in many years. So I'll be on that sailing in November, but then I'm going to go again next May.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So it looks like this is the current flyer. When we're arranging a cruise for you, we will let you know before you get on board what the current promotion is for NextCruise. So when you come and visit Mateos, if someone like him on the ship that you're on, they can get you booked with whatever the current offer is for that extra onboard credit and reduced deposit and securing your future cruise plans.
Everything that you guys are entitled, we're gonna get in there in the booking. That's pretty much the easy way said.
That's
Everything's as eligible and combinable. We're gonna get it for you guys, and then no one's gonna be taking over. As soon as we create, actually, you get a notification,
That's right.
and then the service is gonna be straight from Nolan. Excellence for Expedia Cruises. Right, so I already have the deposit already sent to you an email, and
Okay.
I'm gonna just print it, and we're good to go.
All right, cool.
Good to enjoy the day and the ship. Right?
Thank you, Mateus. Thanks everyone for
My
watching.
pleasure.